What's going on, everybody? This is day number 3 in Pain That Heals. Again, Daniel Cunningham, just sharing with you my story over the course of the last couple of days. And kind of moving forward now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of start getting into that transformation phase. But before we do that, first and foremost, I just want to say I'm so grateful for the positive feedback that I'm receiving from people through text messages and phone calls. I want to say thank you so much, and I'm very grateful for the individuals that have subscribed to my channel and are going to follow me along this journey of mine, this journey of ours, not just mine, as well as the individuals that have commented. So again, please help this thing grow. Press like, right? Leave me comments as well. Let me know. Not just, hey man, great job. I think you're doing great things, positive things. Continue to do that because that is inspiring to me. And it's holding me accountable as well. But let me know too, what you think I could maybe, tinker with. What can I change up, add some twist to? I'm still learning how to do all of this stuff with the YouTube channel. So I'm sure as time goes on, we'll get better at it. Maybe change some scenery, be outside talking and everything like that. But again, thank you for everything. All right. So let's kind of dive into it. The first thing, or the only thing I wanted to talk about today was how I got to this point. I know I talked about it a lot on day 1, but it's getting to self-reflection, okay, as the first step. So right when COVID hit back in March, everybody was stuck at home, and I'm looking at that as an opportunity. I was looking at it as an opportunity to heal myself, because I'm telling you, I was sick, not physically. I was sick mentally, and every emotion that your body, that your mind has, I was sick in those areas. People would tell me, oh, you look like you work out. Hey, you look sharp. But they didn't understand that up here, I was dying, slowly dying. Just dying. I was just moving without purpose. And what good are you without purpose? You're good to nobody. You're not good to your family. You're not good to the people around you. You're not good to anybody. And so with researching and everything like that, I started to change my habits. I would get up early in the morning. First thing I would do was make my bed every morning. I would start doing moments of gratitude. I would think about the goals that I wanted to set for the day, personally, as well as in the business sense, work. And then I would do a little bit of cardio, exercise, and then I would meditate, or try to meditate, prayer, things of that nature. But truly meditating. Sitting still in a room by myself with no sound, just me and my own thoughts. And I did that for about 2 weeks, and then I just stopped doing it. It was so difficult. It was just so hard, right? And then here over the last few weeks, I started doing it again. And this time, instead of doing it, trying to do it on my own, I looked up some stuff on the internet, and I was doing meditation through practice, through somebody else telling me what to do. And that has been a game changer for me, right? I just did it earlier this morning, and I did it for 20 minutes, and I felt like it was 5 minutes. It was very empowering, extremely empowering. And so I get to that to say this. Why should you have moments of self-reflection? You need to do this every single day. And here's the reason why. It's probably the hardest thing you're going to do in that day. Is to sit still, close your eyes, lower your gaze, and be still. Now, it's not easy, because your eyes are going to want to pop open, and you're going to want to look around. You're going to hear something that kind of catches your attention, and that's okay. You just have to calmly and gently bring yourself back to those thoughts. Sometimes just sitting there with no thoughts at all is extremely empowering, because you're slowing everything down. And how do you do that? Through breathing techniques and things of that nature, okay? Which I'm not going to talk about today. But again, it's just that having that time for yourself, for moments of self-reflection. And I also say this, how good can you be for somebody else and tell them all these things that they should be doing when you're not even doing that for yourself, right? And you know that, okay? Sometimes, people say, I don't have the answers to these questions. I'm not sure what I want to do with my life, or should I take this next step or this next promotion? When you don't have the answers, right? This is the things that I'm talking about. This is what self-reflection does for you. It gives you those answers because you're listening and you're internalizing your thoughts. You're internalizing the things that are happening around you. You're internalizing the things people say to you, your experiences. And then you just sit still and you listen to what you were telling yourself, and a lot of those answers will come to you. So, like for instance, like this, okay? I'll say this. The reasons you can't answer some of these things is because you're too busy listening to what everybody else is telling you to do. Whether it's your parents, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your pastor, your best friend's mom's, grandpa's, uncle, whatever it is. Trying to find answers from everybody else. Should you take advice from people? Yes. Genuine, good advice. Absolutely. But the end game is this. It's all inside of you. And so being able to sit still, detach yourself from all the outside chatter, and to be able to have self-reflection time is extremely empowering. It's so empowering. You give it a try, you'll love it, okay? And why should you also be doing this? Well, it's because, you're never having time to just reflect on you, right? You're being led by something else, not by yourself, not by your own thoughts, right? And again, it's one of the most painful things that you'll ever do is to have self-reflection time, because you'll sit there and, again, you can't lie to yourself, right? You can't tell yourself, no, I'm not thinking this or I'm not doing that, right? You can't lie to yourself like that. And that's what's so powering about it, okay? That's what's so purifying, so to speak, right? Is being able to detect, to be able to be close to everything, right? But not allowing those things to control you, so to speak, right? So again, self-reflection. That's one of the big things that I wanted to talk about today. That's one of the things that I'd like for everybody to try it out. Just try it, right? Just try it. And some of that might look different to you. It might be prayer. It might be whatever it might be, whatever you call it. Just sit still and just listen to your inner self, right? Just listen. And things start to move for you. Things start to happen. And then you got to take action on those things, right? Real quick before we're done, I just wanted to throw this out there. I was doing some self-reflection this morning, and I heard this powerful message. That message was, and I'm going to share it with you, find yourself when you were 9 or 10 years old. What were you doing at that time? What did it look like? And go to yourself, not to give your younger self advice, but to receive advice from your younger self at that age. What would your younger self tell you that you should be doing? Think about that. At 9 or 10 years old, you embrace them, you see them, and then you ask them, what should I be doing that I'm not? And listen to that answer, right? And then right after that, go find yourself at 70, 80 years old. Or if you already are 70 years old, go find yourself at 80 years old, 90 years old, whatever it is. And then ask that person, ask yourself, what is it that you're so glad that I did in my life? Right? So you're getting perspectives from two different eras. One, from experiences that you have in the past, and another in the future that you don't have any idea of because you haven't lived it. But truly ask yourself those questions, right? Tell me what you think. Tell me what comes up. Type it in the comments. Let me know. I'd be so glad to hear it. I'll tell you what myself told me. Myself told me at 9 or 10 years old that you need to go out and seek people out, embrace them, and help them transform to whatever it is that they want to be. And then my older self told me, thank you. so much for listening to your younger self and continuing to pursue this dream of reaching 1 million people. And so that was extremely impactful, extremely empowering. And it really made my day, so again, hit like, leave comments, subscribe. Thank you so much for continuing this journey with me and following with me. Day number 3, we're moving on to day number 4. God's blessings to all of you. Take care.